What is up, everybody? Hope all is well. Welcome back to another video. There are some of you guys out there who were asking me about this bed and how I built it, and that's what we're going to get into today. Only one small problem. I already built the bed, so how am I going to show you how I built it? So I might not be able to take you guys through a step-by-step process, but I can kind of show you how I put it together and how everything works. I'll try lifting up the mattress here and showing you from underneath behind in the garage the process that I did to build this bed. I gotta say, in building this van, it seems like I got lucky most of the time. Like everything I built in here, after 3 years, I am completely 100% satisfied with it. I can't really think of anything I would do different with this bed. And just for the record, so you guys know, I am a carpenter by trade. So a lot of things I do comes from that building background, and I am also a part-time artist as well. So I definitely like my stuff to be visually appealing. And this bed is made out of my two favorite products when it comes to building stuff like this, and that is 2x4s and plywood. For the face of the bed here, you can see it is actually 1/2-inch plywood, and I just primed it and painted it a couple coats. And as it is curved, I think I just seen some other builds with this curve, so I just kind of emulated it. It actually gives it a nice clean look. That looks a bit more professional than just a straight line. I attached it to the framing behind there with some nice finish screws. I use those a lot. Now, I knew I wanted a drawer system in the middle of the bed, and at the same time, I like keeping these builds pretty simple as well. So I decided to find a cabinet already made that would fit in my spot. So this particular cabinet, it's got 5 drawers. It's not a fancy cabinet, it's just a cheapo, but it does the job. After 3 years, it's still working flawlessly. And I believe we got this at the Michael's Craft Store. So far, no complaints here. I built a nice trim piece, solid piece that goes all the way around it, and I just capped it right into my bed. Keep watching and you will see how this sits in the garage underneath the bed. And honestly, probably one of my favorite features in this whole van build is this sliding table. It is tucked right under the mattress here. I framed it in. I'll show you how we did that in a second. But I mean, this thing works. It's nice and smooth. It's very strong. I can almost do a push-up on this thing. This thing's been awesome. For the handles and pulls, we just use strips of leather like this. And again, using those finish screws that I really like. By the way, you see stuff like this. I actually used this from the old island in my house. So it's kind of crudded up, and I tried saving it. I do think I'm going to replace this with something eventually. I'm going to make something custom. I'll kind of show you what I have in mind. Like I said, I'm a part-time artist, and I build stuff like this. And this is actually a tabletop. So I'm thinking of doing something like this in place of that one in the van. This here is just kind of a cool mountain scene, and I think that would be a cool van table. Actually, you know, there is not a buyer for this table, and it might be the right thickness. Maybe I can actually use this in the van. I'll have to check that out. And again, just so you realize, this is 2x4 framing. I'm probably going backwards. I should show you the framing first and not the finish, but hey, this is where we're at. For these doors, we got some 3/4 inch glued together pine. I love using this stuff for all kinds of different projects. I simply cut out a square, put some hinges on it, and that was it. Take the door pull, and there's our garage. You can see all the way through it. Got shelving and stuff back there, lug-a-loo, stuff like that. And we have a door on either side. So that comes in handy. A lot of times when it gets cold in the morning and you weren't expecting it, I can at least open the door, reach in and grab the heater if I have to, instead of getting out of the van and walking all the way around. So those doors definitely come in handy. Now, since I'm on the inside in here, I think I'll just stay on the inside and keep showing you all this stuff. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna try lifting this mattress so you can see what I got going on underneath here. All right, let's see if I can get a hold of this bad boy. Get it lifted up. It's a bit heavy. Okay. So as you can see, I got this plastic stuff I use for ventilation purposes, and that is to keep mold off the bottom of your bed, because that can be a problem in van life. So you can see I got holes bored through. Maybe I'll try pulling one of these off so you can see what it looks like. Actually, we're just gonna have to do it this way. You can see the holes. I got holes bored underneath all these so the air can flow up and in and under the bed. I think what this stuff is, I think I got it at Menards, you know, a similar place like Lowe's and Home Depot. And I believe it's a flooring product, but it was reasonably priced and it works really good. And I give it a check once in a while and the bed is all clear. No sign of mold anywhere. Nice and dry. By the way, this is OSB underneath this stuff. I could probably help you guys and find out the name of that product, but it's pretty simple. Just go to your big box store, go to the flooring section, and you will find that product somewhere. And while I'm still in the van, I'll try showing you this from the inside here. You can see the 2x4 framing, and I actually painted the framing, primed and painted it first, just to try keeping any moisture that might enter the van out of the lumber. Now I will show you the van build from the back of the van underneath in the garage area. So here's a view underneath. You see those big old holes I cut through for the ventilation. You can see that flooring ventilation product underneath there. So the air can just move through there and keep everything nice and safe. You can see the 2x4 framing, primed and painted. Down in the corners, 2x4 framing across the front. I framed around that cabinet back, framing all the way around, framing along the side there. Then we have the center 2x4 framing as well. And the sliding table lands right in between those two pieces of framing. Now when I'm building these vans, I don't like making too many holes. If some of you guys watch my other videos, you'll probably start to figure that out. So for these end pieces, I think I just got one screw into the metal on either side. Basically, I drill that out, countersink it, and use a sheet metal screw and attached it into the rib of the van. You can see that metal frame in there. And oh, hey, look, I did insulate some of the van. So basically drill that out, countersink it, screw it in with a sheet metal screw. You can see I got everything screwed together in the corners, up in the corner through here. So these corner pieces on either side hold the end weight of the bed. And that's obviously the back side of the garage door. You can see I just cut a square into the plywood, and that is the opening. So as you can see, this is my old island top, and that is the van slide out table. It's got a trim piece on the actual table, and I simply think I used 3/4 inch boards underneath the table. I did that on either side, and the table simply sits on top of those. And honestly, I can't believe how strong it is and how smooth it works. And of course, when you're building a bed like this, in a van like this, everything underneath is generally the garage area. We got nice drawers and stuff underneath for a lot of storage. Also for this bed, I have a couple pieces out here attached for a couple different reasons. You can see here, this also has a 1/2 inch piece of plywood to finish this side of the bed. And that gives a place to tuck in the comforter and stuff like that. Gives it a nice clean look. But when we added this bug screen, we wanted something else to tuck it into. So I built this trim piece across here. And that's basically to put this mosquito net inside of it. And like everything else in this van, this works perfectly as well. Can't believe it. Again, with the finish screws, I like to use these. And this is my favorite new addition to the bed. I know some of this is probably hard to see, especially the bed. If you got any questions, just ask and I'll try to answer them. Now let's not forget about the mattress. I'm pretty sure this is a mattress from a company called Mattress in a Box, or it's something like that. It literally comes in a box. You unroll it. When you get it, it is very thin, so it's easy to get in the van at the time when it's brand new. Then you can lay it out, unroll it, and after a handful of hours, it'll be a normal size mattress. And I also have a mattress in a box for my king size bed in the house. And honestly, both of these beds have been fantastic. I think they're very reasonable price-wise. I don't know, $200-300 maybe. Maybe the inside one was a little more, but I don't think they're any more than 3 or 4. Obviously 4 is getting a bit expensive. I don't think the van one was nearly that. Now when you're building a bed in a van, measuring is the most important part. You gotta take a lot of measurements. You gotta kind of see where you want the bed and measure in between there, and then look for mattresses, see if they are similar sized. Obviously you gotta check both the length and the width. Again, for this build, we got perfectly lucky. I mean, the width I wanted and the length I wanted, we found the perfect mattress very easily, and it was a very simple process. A simple 2x4 frame, simple 2x4 cross members, some OSB for a top, bored some holes in the OSB, put them plastic grates for air movement, mattress on top, and it just fits perfectly. One thing I do want to mention when it comes to these side pieces, the 1/2 inch plywood that is painted, the finished pieces, you want to give yourself a little bit more width than what the mattress is. Now when I was building this bed, I'm not sure if I was aware of that at the time. I think again I got lucky, but the width of the bed and these finished pieces, there's about 1 inch extra of play, because you're going to want to tuck your comforter and sheets and stuff into the side. So if your mattress is a 54-inch wide mattress, I might make the width of my bed 55. Hopefully that's enough, maybe a little more if you want to be on the safe side. And we did add the extra 2 camper windows. That gives us a nice cross ventilation when we're sleeping in the summer months. And like I already mentioned, guys, I really have no regrets. This bed is working perfectly. I don't know anything that I would change about it. It's very strong and sturdy as well. And if I'm being honest, I like sleeping in here better than sleeping in my house. No, it's probably not because the bed is more comfortable. It's just that I'm out in the van having a good time. This particular build, it leaves you a nice large garage in the back, access to the garage from the front, nice sliding table, drawers, really a great setup. And there you have it, guys. That's my bed build. Hopefully I was clear enough. Since it's already been built, it's harder to kind of show you guys. If you guys are building your own van and you have any building questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I will do my best to help you guys out. From what I can tell with this channel in recent months, it looks like you guys enjoy the van content, so I will try giving you guys more of that in the future. But for now, you know what? I got things to do. I'm sure you do too. I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.